So let me tell you why I think this dude at least deserves B tier.
No organs on this one.
Do not put this mofo on the board.
Thank you. Shut up. Stop. Be for real. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Life with Anime Podcast, where you come to be entertained, find some escape and relief, and where we talk about the impact that anime has on our lives. We are your host, Family Man Joe.
And Mr. Music Major. How y'all doing?
What's up, y'all? Real quick, man, if you are here on YouTube, yes, you watching this video right now, man, appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit that notification bell. We post multiple highlight videos throughout the week. Obviously, then the full episodes every Friday. Man, if you've already subscribed, we truly appreciate you. The fact that we are now at this point in our content journey from where we were a year ago to 2 months ago is absolutely crazy. So thank you very much. And if you are not part of the subscribers, man, please subscribe. I promise you won't be disappointed. If you are listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, RSS feed, Podbean, whatever it is, make sure you guys go ahead and follow the podcast, leave a 5-star rating. Everybody comment, let us know your thoughts on the episode. If we screwed up, something you have an opinion that you didn't like or you did like, whatever it is, let us know. And yeah, appreciate you guys. P, for those of you listening, cannot see what this man has on his head, and so I will let you know he has a fire ass Hunter hat on his head right now. Like, it should be on my head and not his. But especially after the nonsense he pulled on our Toonami tier list the other time, talking about C tier for Hunter, yeah, he had the audacity. See, this is what P do, bro. This is what he do. Naruto hats. He always trashing on Naruto. Now Hunter hats. I promise you, next episode, watch this. He gonna have a fairy tale hat. Watch. Just watch. Just watch.
I will never sink that low.
Okay.
Ever, never in a million years.
You heard it here first.
Yo, I'm just saying, this is a fire tail hat. I had to get it.
Yeah, go ahead. Once we done, go ahead, throw it in a box and mail it to me.
Also, Hunter is like B tier, C tier. Two
Anyway.
things can be right.
No.
Fire hat, B tier, C tier anime.
Whatever. You said C. Right. I had to force you to let me bump it back up, so I ain't got time for you.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, which we need to make a reel of, because you got Hunter, but you did not let me get JoJo's, which is crazy.
What you mean? No, I did. I let you. You didn't get JoJo's?
No,
you didn't get JoJo's.
Did I get Parasite?
You got both.
Oh, that's right, because you recommended Parasite. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sit down somewhere, man. Got me hot.
We appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate you.
Yeah,
good
whatever.
Times.
But anyway, appreciate you guys tuning in, man. I apologize for the shenanigans. Hopefully you enjoy the shenanigans, because this literally is just how we are all the time. Like, in person, press record, same dynamic the entire time. But I want to start off with another question. Just another random question. P has no clue what the question is yet again. I love surprising P. He don't like it, but it's fun for me. So he don't get prepared for something. He came prepared, and then he just has to kind of do it on the spot. So
I promise you, I will get you back sooner or later.
I'm sure you will, but I'll cut it out. Anyway. This question will. Yeah, nah. This question this time actually comes from the boys at Gotta Hate 'Em Podcast. Shout out to them boys. If you do not follow them, you not subscribe to them, make sure you go check them out. They got a dope podcast. Absolutely love those boys. Hopefully get them on here soon. Actually, the plan is to get them on here soon. At least Shmeem, if not Shmeem and somebody else, whether it's Kane, Jack. I think it's Jack. I'm bad with the name. I apologize. My bad. But anyway, question comes from them. Make sure you go check them out. The question today is, P, who is the better brother? Ace or Itachi?
I saw this. And boy, let me tell you something. That is a great question, by the way.
It's a really good question.
And honestly, there is no, I was so shocked. No, it is a very easy answer.
Okay.
It's a very easy answer.
Okay.
And I was shocked that most people were struggling with this. But Ace is by far the better brother. He is.
Okay. I mean, why?
Do we have to run down the
Yes, please do.
atrocities
Please
that
do.
Itachi did to his brother,
Sure.
of slaughtering his whole clan, not like his grandma, his grandfather, his cousins, his aunties, his uncles, his mom, his dad, and then you leave Sasuke to bear that by himself. You looked that man straight in the face and said, "If you want to come and get me, come get me." And
Yeah.
you slaughtered everybody and left that for your brother to keep. I ain't see Ace do that.
I mean, okay.
I ain't see Ace do that.
But
The
Itachi did
worst
that
that,
to, that helped Sasuke get to where he was, man. He wouldn't be
but that
Sasuke wouldn't be
we're not
Sasuke,
we're not
wouldn't
but
be
we're
as
not
strong as
talking,
he is if it
and that's
wasn't for
fine.
him.
But that's fine. I think that's separate from
Not
that
because
and
so
Itachi being a good brother.
I throw that in there like Goku, right?
I
Goku
don't.
wasn't a bad dad for making giving Cell Sensu being and saying,
Those are two
Gohan, square up.
but yeah, but that those are two different things. Like legit, Joe, if your brother sit up there and killed your whole family and then told you, if you want to see me, come find me, man. No.
Hey,
No, that's not how that works. Ace didn't do that. The worst thing that Ace probably did was to be a knucklehead, a hard head, and a bad crewmate. Yeah, he put Luffy in a very bad predicament, but
oh,
he didn't slaughter Luffy's family. Well,
that
first of all,
man
he ain't
wasted.
slaughtering Dragon.
That
Sorry,
man
Dragon, but
wasted. Whatever. That man wasted his whole life. Luffy did all. Luffy almost died. No, screw that. Not almost. That man Luffy basically died.
he didn't
Coming
die.
to okay, he might as well have.
Still alive. Pirate Jesus. Still
He
alive.
might as well have died. Got resurrected basically, like you said, Pirate Jesus. Man
Pirate
that
Jesus.
died
Oh,
and
on the
came back to
third
life.
day?
I
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, I'm
Right.
actually curious how long it took, but
Yo, if it was 3 days, crazy.
that's crazy, blasphemous. But this man almost died trying to save his brother. Realized that his brother was no longer down there. Climbed back up. Went against literally the world to save his brother again. Finally saved him. Had that little cool dope moment, and this man literally then went back like a dummy. Said, "Screw your sacrifices. Screw all the pain, the sweat, tears, blood that you sacrificed to get
I
me.
hear you.
Forget
I
all
hear
that.
you.
I'm
I
gonna
hear
I'm
you.
go ahead and die right here in front of you in your arms." I go,
I hear you.
what?
I hear
I
you.
go, what? Come on,
I
bro.
hear you.
Come on, bro.
He ain't
Come on,
killed
bro.
my mom. He ain't killed my dad. He ain't killed my uncle, my aunties, my grandma, my grandfather, my cousins,
But
other
my thing,
hosted relatives. Shh. And you chose the village over your family.
not
Like,
over him.
let's not
But
do
not over
this.
him. We didn't
Oh
say
no, no, forget that, forget that.
we didn't say
Oh,
is
forget that.
Itachi a
Not over,
good family member. We said
not
is
over that.
Itachi a good big
It's a
brother.
brother.
Right.
That's a family member.
Okay, right. To his brother specifically.
That's a family
We're not
member.
talking about being a good son, being a good uncle,
Bruh, you
cousin, whatever
took
it
my,
is.
okay, fine. You took my family away from me. You saw how tight knit they were. You took them
His
away
dad was
from me.
trash anyway.
His dad won't even that trash, but that's a whole nother thing for a
Sasuke,
whole
to
nother day.
Sasuke he was. He was trash.
That's a whole nother thing for a whole nother day. Sasuke by far is the worst brother. Like there is no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
You mean Itachi?
I mean Itachi, yeah, worst brother. Who you got, Joe? Because you ain't really said
I
anything.
mean,
Who's the worst? Joe, that's crazy,
I
crazy.
look and I'm trying to look at it from an anime standpoint, bro. Because both both experienced traumatic. Both Luffy and Sasuke experienced very traumatic instances because of their brothers, right? Because of the whether Itachi obviously slaughtering the whole village and then being a jerk to him throughout the whole situation.
A jerk,
Uh,
a jerk. That's what
Bro,
you
listen.
belittling to a
He would,
jerk.
bro. Itachi wanted nothing to do, and he was like, "Hey, yo, go away. I'm here for Naruto, but you gonna keep inserting yourself when I gotta put you in your place." So yeah, bro.
Joe, you
And
see how
then,
ridiculous that sounds, right?
and then what happened? You know what I'm saying? Who got whose eye now? Sasuke got whose eye? Boom.
Yeah, after you
And
killed
what
my
he doing with
whole
it? And what he
family,
doing with it? He
bruh.
the second strongest in
You
the
killed
whole
my
show.
whole. Here's the
Whatever
thing.
because of
There.
Itachi's eye. Come on,
Here's the
bro.
thing. I
Come
feel
on, bro.
like, and again, this is a whole nother thing. I feel like Sasuke would have gotten there
No, no,
regardless.
no,
Regardless. But
no,
again, that's a whole nother
no.
subject for a whole nother
That's
day.
part of it
But
for me.
we're
That's part
talking,
of it for me.
fine then. Even if you don't believe that, the
I feel
fact
like
still
my bad,
stands that
my
he
bad.
is a bad brother.
Sure. And you bringing that up. My thought is okay. Ready? Let me ask you this question. Ace, neither of them die, or sorry, not die. So Itachi doesn't do what he
Yeah,
did.
only a few people
Yeah,
died.
hold on. Itachi, no. I'm trying to ask a question to kind of build up all this. Itachi doesn't kill the village, or kill the clan, not the village. Kill the clan. Ace doesn't die at Marineford. Who still gets as strong as they are now? Luffy or Sasuke? Does Luffy still become crazy with hockey and all this other stuff and still go on his journey and become as strong as he is? And does Sasuke still become as strong as he is and develop the skills that he does without Itachi doing all that?
I feel like that's a
Because
moot
my
point, and
because my answer is Luffy, 1,000%.
that's a moot point, and I'll tell you why.
No, because
I'll tell you why.
go
Because
ahead.
that
My bad.
has
Go ahead.
nothing. That has nothing
But
to
it does.
do.
But it
No, no,
does.
no, no.
But it
Let me
does.
finish. That has nothing to do with who is a worse brother or not. Whether you got there or you didn't does not still matter to who's the worst brother or who's like. It doesn't matter if he was to get there or if he was to not get there. He Itachi was still a terrible
We
person.
we in we in shonen anime, bro. It's all about them characters getting
It
stronger.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Joe. Okay, if we were placed in a shonen anime, if you were Sasuke and he killed
Yeah,
your
I'm mad.
entire family,
I'm
that
mad.
is, or Luffy, which is saying, hey, which Luffy did it out of his own volition, like he said,
Okay,
I'm gonna
yeah.
go and save my brother. Sasuke didn't have no choice in nothing.
Yes,
He
he
didn't say
did.
no, 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 no,
He
no, no.
could
He
have
didn't.
left
No,
him
no, no.
alone.
Listen, listen. He didn't go with Itachi and say, "Hey, yo, Itachi, like I heard you're planning on killing my brother. Like, can we talk about it?" He didn't go off it on his own volition. Luffy went. Luffy had options to say either I'm gonna go and do it or I'm not. We know Luffy is gonna go and do it, but Sasuke didn't have the option to say, "Hey, yo, can you talk to me before you try it?" Before you murder my
I'm
family?
talking about. I'm talking about Sasuke. I'm talking about Sasuke. But the thing is, Luffy had no choice but to go because Ace was dying regardless at that point. Ace was about to die.
But he had the choice, is what I'm
Right.
saying.
Okay. But I'm saying. Okay. I mean.
Sasuke was not afforded a choice.
Right. Sure. However, he had the choice whether or not to pursue Itachi and go after him.
Bro, you come on, Joe. We just sat there and,
Exactly,
and talk. We
exactly, bro.
just
My brother's about to die. What do you mean? I'm not gonna go out there and try to save him.
but no, 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 no. See, we're like disequating two different things. I'm saying Luffy had a choice in whether he could go save his brother or not. What I'm saying is that Sasuke didn't
I
have a
got,
choice on whether Itachi would kill the
I
family
got
or
you,
not.
I got you. But I'm saying to that point, Ace. If Luffy doesn't try to go save him, Ace is still going to die. So Luffy's still going to go through that traumatic experience. It's
Point.
not, not sorry, my bad. It's going to be traumatic, but not as traumatic as if Luffy was actually there and went to save him, right? So you hear your brother dies, right? You hear somebody in your family dies, right? That's one thing, and that's very traumatic. Obviously, a loss of a loved one, especially one you care about, right? You literally watch them die after you spent all this time trying to save them. Not only watch them die, but literally hold them in your arms when they take their last breath, which was
Yeah.
more traumatic. So I'm saying,
Who is more traumatic? You
I'm saying
killed
between
my
those two instances.
family.
I'm not saying I'm not that's not anyway, whatever. I
You still ain't gave your answer.
cuz I don't know, bro. I think for me what it is I'm so hot about Ace dying like that, bro. This where hold on. This was my favorite character before I caught up on One Piece. He was over
He,
Zoro.
he was a bad pirate.
You know how much I love Zoro. He was over Zoro, especially because if you heard before, I'm a big pyro guy. I love fire. He was over Zoro. Then this man died the way that he did. I was pissed. I was pissed. So maybe I'm throwing some personal feelings about how I feel about the character in general in there, but I was hot.
And then
Itachi is probably the worst, the
and
worst
even
brother,
even
bro.
then, like Ace put himself in that predicament. Like honestly, like bruh,
So I'm saying
whatchamacallit told you not to go. Whitebeard
exactly.
told you don't go fight that. Don't go fight that
Marco
dude.
told him too. I'm pretty sure everybody
Don't
was
go
telling him, bro,
fight
we
that
got you.
dude.
We got. Not only did we get you from up there. We got you away from everybody else. We good. Akainu's not gonna catch you. Keep running.
So
Nah,
that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's a bad brother. I just think he's a bad pirate. Like
he's
he
just
he is
dumb.
hard headed and
He's
selfish.
dumb, and it pissed me off, and that's why I want to vote for him as the
And
worst brother.
I
Itachi's for
get it.
sure the worst brother. I have to concede that Itachi for sure is the worst brother, bro. He is.
All
So
right.
I was so mad about Ace, bro. So mad.
No, the way they went out, because Ace, honestly, if Ace was alive
Bro,
now, and
these literally bro,
I
Ace,
saw
Sabo, and
that,
Luffy.
shout out to that One Piece talk because I think they had a argument on like how strong would Ace be if he was
Bro,
still alive.
bro, what?
That nigga would be ridiculous.
Crazy.
That man would be out of this world. So I hate that like we don't get a chance to see that.
Yeah.
And so, and
You
sometimes I wonder like because even with and I know Oda is all like genius. I want to know the reasoning and I'm sure we'll get to it but like the real reason of why they killed off Ace.
I mean, it
And
definitely was the catalyst for Luffy being who Luffy
but
is
we
post time
just
skip.
agreed that
I
Luffy
think
would
it
have
still would
got
have
there
happened, but it
regardless.
wouldn't have happened the way that it did. I don't think he would have connected with Jinbei and Luffy don't happen. Rayleigh and Luffy don't happen. Gosh, whatever.
I
I'm
think
leaving.
Rayleigh and Luffy would have happened anyway
But
due
not
to Sabaody. Like I feel like that would have been a thing anyway. No, Sabaody was
after.
after. No, 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 no,
No, it
no,
was
no,
before. It
no.
was before.
Sabaody was before. Yeah. So I think that that would have
Yeah,
been
it was
because
before.
they did come back to Sabaody. So I think that that would have
But
been a
does
thing
he
too because
go?
he
He
even
does still go to
said,
Sabaody before.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think that that still would have happened. I want to know the real reason why Ace
I
got
do
lifted up
still
out of
think
there.
I mean I know it's surface, but I still think Jinbei is a big part of that because we don't get Jinbei on the Straw Hats if it's not for Ace.
But we do because even
No,
before then, Jinbei was talking about Luffy, and even if Luffy was, and this was
but
before
because of
like
Ace,
Jinbei scooped in, but that's because. But I'm saying like that still would have happened anyway because of Ace. Ace was still alive. Like
right?
that still that connection still would have happened, and even if it happened later with Big Mom, like we still would have had those connections. It would have been later on.
I don't think he would have joined the crew though. That's my thing. I think they would have had a connection. I don't think he joins
I
the
mean,
crew.
that's a good point.
I don't think he
That's a
joins
good
the
point.
crew because I
That's a good
think
point.
his whole thing was Ace has died and I don't remember exactly how it played out, but I believe there's like a promise somewhere involved in there between him and Ace. Like, so I think that's where
But
that lives. And
that was a
then
promise.
obviously I think obviously that wasn't the main reason why it happened because then Jinbei got to see Luffy in action. But I think that was a big catalyst for Jinbei being on the
But I
crew.
think that catalyst would have happened even if he saw Luffy fight that hard in Marineford and Ace was still saved. I still think that there could have been a way that
I
Jinbei
mean, it for
like
sure still could have
sometimes I just
happened.
wonder
Yeah,
why did Ace die?
I do too. No, I know
Was
why
it for
because
just
Ace is dummy,
emotional effects? I mean, yeah,
dummy. Yeah,
besides that. But like was it
yeah. I think
because he could have been saved.
I think for Luffy's character and character development, I think we got to see him go through. Obviously, in two instances, right? We got to see Ace's death, and then Sabaody were the two most traumatic experiences for for Luffy. We got to see him like really shut down and kind of go crazy, and so that's, yeah. But
Yeah, yeah.
not we got off on a nice little tangent there, so
Boy, that was about a
apologize.
good 20 minutes, I
Nah,
think.
it was about 10. It was about 10.
Really?
Yeah,
Then
about
that
10.
was long.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it wasn't that bad. But cool. Good question. That was fun. Shout out again to the boys that Gotta Hit 'em podcast for that one. That was a really good
Great
question.
question.
That was a fun conversation. Yes,
Great question.
Ace is definitely the better brother. He's just more of an idiot. So
Absolutely.
all right, P. We got some anime impact today. And I think based on our conversation a little bit earlier, we both got this using the same anime,
Crazy.
and it fits very well with. I think it makes sense though. It fits well with what we got going on for our main topic today.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I'll go first this time. I believe you went first last time, so I'll go first this time. So mine comes from Blue Lock. Man, rewatching this show, just rewatched it the past 2 days before recording this episode. It got me in my feelings. If you saw my the podcast the note or story, whatever you can do on the IG stories, like in the message section, little bubble message you can cut. I put Blue Lock had me, and then I had like angry emoji or whatever, like it got me in my feelings. I love this show, man. If you've been here, you know that like Blue Lock is my show, Isagi is my guy. But my anime impact does not come from Isagi this time, even though I almost did use Isagi. I
I thought
almost
you was
did
gonna do
use
Isagi.
I'm actually using Chigiri. So I love Chigiri.
That's my
The speedster.
number two.
Yeah, the speedster. He's probably in my. Actually, I don't even know where Chigiri is in my top.
Chiga's my number two.
I don't even know if he's in my top five. I have to think about that. He probably isn't. He probably isn't. Yeah, we could talk about that in a second. We could talk about that in a second. But if you've seen Blue Lock, hopefully then you know Chigiri's backstory as far as his injury with his ACL, and him being like a speedster and like this genius when he was younger, then obviously getting hurt and struggling to come back. And as an athlete, that really resonated because I've been in many situations to where I've been hurt and I second guess myself. Something bad happens in general, bad play, a bad game, and I now second guess myself as a player. I hold myself back a little bit because I'm nervous or I'm scared to either screw up or something bad's going to happen again. My biggest injury that I had that really set me back was I broke my leg in high school, and I did not like I didn't trust it. Like doctors like, look, the leg is healed. You can walk on it. You can start doing stuff again. I'm like, it doesn't feel like it. I can't do it. Like I kept my boot on longer. I had to go in and get like more X-rays to like for them to tell me like, look, you know what it looked like before when it was broken. This is a healed leg. Like we could X-ray this leg and the good leg and show you like the leg is good. And it took my mom trying to convince me. It took obviously then the X-rays for me to be like, all right, I have to let go. I can't let myself be held back by this anymore. I can't be nervous about it anymore. I can't be scared anymore because otherwise I'm not going to be able to do the things that I want to do. The reason I went through all the rehab, the reason I went through all the treatment and stuff that I got for whether this injury or other injuries I had, like that was me coming back. Like I had to trust that whatever work that I did that I put in, because it wasn't easy work and I had to put myself through that. I had to trust whatever work I put in to carry me through and to know that I'm going to be okay. I have to trust that if I had a bad game or a bad play, like everything I did before that, all the good plays, all the good things that happened before that one bad play shouldn't negate all of that stuff. I need to trust myself. I need to trust my abilities. I need to trust whatever situation that I'm in, that everything's going to be okay. And if something happens, something could happen again. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be afraid. I think that's the biggest thing. Like you can't be afraid of something bad happening in the future when you have no clue. Because if you're sitting there afraid the entire time, then you're never going to reach your potential. You're never going to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. You're never going to get to where you want to get to. You're never going to do the things that you've been working so hard. Chill out. No organs on this one. You're never going to get to accomplish or do the things that you set out to do and you've worked so hard for. There's a reason if you just wanted to sit around and do nothing again, why'd you go through all the rehab? Why'd you put yourself through all the workouts and the treatment to get back to where you want to get to if you're not going to follow through with that? Like otherwise it was just pointless. It was just pointless work for no reason. It was tireless waking up early to go do stuff that you didn't want to do or was hard to do for no reason. You should have just sat on the couch and eventually it healed, but you don't need to go be an athlete anymore because it's whatever, right? So watching Chigiri go through that again, he's not one of my top 5 characters, but I love his character. We've talked about this. I love dating every character in Blue Lock. Like most of them, like there's not very many. There's a couple. I got one for sure. There's a couple, but most characters I truly enjoy. And so being a professional athlete, college athlete, high school athlete, and having had injuries at every stage of my career, and having to go through something like that, and experiencing that fear and uncertainty, and having to fight that urge to hold myself back and to push past that fear is something I definitely identified with in Chigiri's story. So that is my anime impact.
That's good.
Whatever.
Oregon?
Nah.
You had some time.
I might maybe a little bit. I'll play it really, really low.
Yeah, there's Oregon there. That's good stuff.
So
that's good stuff.
What you got for us for your anime impact, P?
Okay, so mine also too is from Blue Lock, and I'm going to talk about a very unpopular character.
Yep, go ahead, P.
Let's talk about Kuon real quick. Okay,
Trash.
so let's start. So dude really started off as an upstanding guy. Like we thought that he was legit like
He was coach.
the
They called him
leader of the team.
coach.
He was coach like he
He
was
was
coach.
coach.
He
Hey,
was doing he
tell us
was
what to
doing
do.
the
How are we
do.
gonna do this?
Yeah.
Come on.
He was doing the do.
That's what makes it even worse.
He was doing like what you were supposed to do. Like he had his team, he had his crew, he had everybody supporting him, everybody rallying around him, saying, "Hey, yo, what can we do? Like, what can we do better?" Then it turns out that this man starts making deals with other teams
Snake.
to further his
Snake.
own. In can I finish?
I'm sorry. I'm done. My bad. I'm done. Go ahead.
He starts making deals with teams to further his own advancement in what he wants to do into Blue Lock. And so we get to a very important game now. At this point, like regardless of if the team goes home or not, he still stays. Like he has made great deals to where if the team lose, he's still good. He's good to go. But it comes to a point where he realizes that this may not have been the better choice, and so he was playing against Nagi and Rio, and he makes a very crucial. What's the word I'm looking for?
Play, red flag, penalty,
Nah, decision. He makes
decision.
a very
Sorry.
yeah. He makes a no. You're good. He makes a very crucial decision to take a penalty, which kicks him out the game. And not only does it kick him off the game, kicks him out of the game, but now he is like not eligible to move on if other things were to happen. Like he is not now safe to move on. And so I was thinking like yeah, like nobody likes Kuon. Like he absolutely was a snake. But then I thought, yo, it is never too late to do the right thing. Never, ever, ever is it too late. We make mistakes all of the time. Sometimes the things that or the mistakes that we make, we don't think that we can come back from, but it is never too late to correct your wrong.
Where
Never,
the
ever.
scripture at? Where the scripture at? Go ahead, throw it
I
in.
don't. No, I'm not even gonna have. I'm not. I don't have a scripture for this. But it's never too. It's never too late. Yeah, he made some bad choices. Yeah, he made some bad decisions. Yeah, he made some mistakes. But at the end of the day, he came back and he corrected his mistakes. It is never too late to do the right thing. Leave the past where the past is and make sure you have like a clear and concise future to where you can build to. Like again, even though he made mistakes, he did wrong, he saw the error of his mistakes, he did the right thing, and now we don't know what's going to happen to him. We probably do know what's gonna happen to him. He ain't going nowhere. But again, I say that to say like it is never too late to correct your wrong. Like if you know it's right and you know in your gut feeling it's right, do the right thing. Make the right choices. It's never too late. Even if you make mistakes, go back and correct those mistakes, man. It's okay. We all fall short. The Bible says we all
There it
fall short
is.
of the glory. So, but that we repent and we return from our wicked ways. So again, just I say that like it's okay. It's okay. You made a mistake. It's okay. Move on. Do the right thing. Correct the mistake. Move forward. That's what I have.
There you go. There you go. Hey, see, I was waiting for it. Like it's right there. It's a layup. It's a layup. Come on. It's a
I
layup.
wasn't trying to do because I don't want to like do the Bible thing every
Whatever, bro.
time.
Go ahead. We met a guy around here. So if you don't like it, I'm
So
sorry, but it
yeah,
is what it is. Cool, Pete. That was good. That was good. I like how you use. I don't like the man. So,
he's not.
but when you started, I was like, all right, Pete made a valid point. That's a very good point. Very
he's
solid point. Very relatable. Very good anime impact moment. So I'm.
he's still going to detail, but he did.
Oh man. All right. Yeah. So that's our anime impact. P just kind of gave it away a little bit. If you caught that. The main topic today. Well, obviously you saw the thumbnail and all that stuff in the title of the video. But today we are doing. What was that, water?
Absolutely.
Because that better be
Yum.
water. Wait.
Yum.
Um, Today we are going to be doing a tier list for Blue Lock characters. So I'm excited for this. P's excited for this. It is it's a show that me and P love very much. If you saw before, we talked about anime and manga that me and P had bonded over. Blue Lock was the manga that we both said that we bonded over. Obviously, the anime as well, but Blue Lock is like that for us. Absolutely like that for us. So, and actually, I can't remember who it was, but someone in the comment section on one of our videos did ask us to do this, and I was like, "That's
Asked
actually
a couple of times.
yeah." He actually, two videos. He was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
don't forget the Blue Lock video." I was like, "You know what? You're right. I like it. So
We
let's
gotta
do it."
shout
Yeah.
whoever that we gotta shout him out.
Yeah,
We gotta shout him out.
I'll have that in here. But so let's do that. Actually, before we start, P, who are your top since we was going out a little bit? Who are your
Okay,
top five?
let me pull up the list real quick.
You don't know off rip?
You know I'm terrible with names, bro.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Okay, so my number one is Rio. Like
Yeah, we
that's
talked about
number one.
Rio.
That's my boy. Number two is Chigiri. Number three is Bachira.
I'm about to say that boy better be in
Number
the top three.
number four, yo, I did not like this dude at first, but like I rewatched Baro.
Okay.
He in there.
Okay.
He in there for me.
Okay.
I like a guy who again like Kuon, like bro, you are so egotistical, you are so in your way, you think you're like just God's gift to earth, like you like even if you make a mistake, it ain't my like I'm just looking out for me.
Yeah.
But the fact that you can correct the mistake and say, hey yo, yeah, I was messing up.
Yeah.
And then you can come back around. I love that. So yeah. Number four. Number five.
Come on, P.
Yo, because I know it's
I'm
I mean,
listening.
bruh, come on, it's Isagi. Like
Okay, I was
he's
about to,
going
bro.
in.
We was about to fight.
He's
We was about to
going in.
fight. We was about to fight.
He's going in.
My top five: Isagi, Bachira, Nagi, Kunigami, and then Rin. Rin is my number five.
I am still so shocked that you like Kunigami like that.
Bro. All right, so let's get into this list. Man, I did my best to basically make it characters that had an impact, right? So there's obviously a lot of side characters that didn't really do much. There's we meet a lot of people at the end that don't really do anything. Obviously, there's like all the people that came in that are going to try to make it to the U20 team or whatever and face them. So there's a lot of characters that don't that aren't on this list, but there's a lot of characters that are. So without further ado, let's get into it. P.
Now let me ask you a
Oh,
question. How are we ranking? Like, are we ranking
I'm
based on ability, skills,
based on
character development? Like,
based
what are
on
we?
them as a character.
Okay,
Based on them as a character, not necessarily their abilities,
like what they bring to the story.
what they bring to the story,
Okay.
their impact on Blue Lock in general. First one we have Henri Te, Te, Teire. I butchered
Boy,
her name,
I'm
but
glad I don't have your top.
she's basically in charge of making sure Blue Lock runs with ego. She obviously plays a part on that side of things, but P, what you got for her?
I think she plays like an okay role.
Yeah,
Like even within the first couple of episodes, like she's the face. She's delivering the speeches. She's telling people like what Blue Lock is, even before Ego speak like comes into play.
yeah.
So I think she does like play a role. Does she play like A or S role? Absolutely
No,
not.
not even a B roll.
I was going to say low B, high C, but
Uh,
I'll let you.
my thing is, and my thing with this list, and I'm actually taking some note here from Shonen. My video with Shonen when we did Classroom Elite and his video for Free Run when he did tier lists for characters that are obviously a part of the story, but are kind of just there. Like the story would still progress and move on without them being there. We may enjoy them, may like them. She may be cool, but at best, I can give her C. But honestly, I'd probably put her in D.
So I can't put her in D because I do believe she does progress the story. Even Ego himself says like I don't like do like manual labor, or I don't do certain types of things. If it was not for her
Yeah, no,
being
for sure.
the pencil pusher or like the paper, like I can't give her D. Like if anything she goes C.
Okay, we could put it towards a C. We could put it in C. I have no problem with that. Next, we have Jubei Ariu. He is the tall, lanky guy that is part of Ren's team. I think he's technically ranked second at that point.
He's ranked second.
Yeah, ranked second. competing with Chigiri all the time as far as the speed and all that stuff goes and his length. So I would like to give. I think I'd put him in B tier. He he obviously plays a part in a lot of characters' development. He obviously is the guy, one of the guys that we're chasing after towards the end of the series, and obviously we find out that there are now more people we have to chase after. His glam mentality is a little weird for me, but it's just, I mean, it's anime. It is what it is. He plays a part. He's cool. He's not a main focus of anything like that, but I do like him as a character. So I'd give low B for him.
I would give high C for him. Like, yeah, he plays like a part, but like it's not. And I hate to say it, but and we'll get to the other guy, but number two and three play like such a minute role when it comes to when it
I
comes to
think
number one.
I think three though is better. I think number three is better than him.
I can't stand that dude.
I can't either, but I think that's part of it. And his battle with Baru is why I would put him above
I'm not.
Jubei.
I'm not mad at that. So maybe can we put
We could put him.
Jubei at C
Yeah, we could
and
put him top
maybe
C.
like because if we're gonna do that, then I
Yeah.
might agree with you for number three.
All right, cool. Next, we have my boy Megadu Bachira. P. I can't
What we
see you right
doing?
now.
You
I'm
can't even see it. Oh,
I can't see you right now, but that's my dog, bro. He and before I give where I want to give him, he is the main reason that Isagi starts his development as an egoist. Obviously, Isagi had his own moment when he lost to old boy in the his first the opening scene about the match in the beginning. But Bachira is the one that kind of brings that monster out of him, starts to get him trying on his ego journey. Gives him a goal to chase after to get Bachira back, and a lot of his development becomes because of Bachira. Not only that, Bachira himself and his development, him going from looking for that monster in real life to realizing I can no longer depend on that monster. I can no longer depend on everybody else being Asagi and Rin. I need to be my own person and be my own egoist. And then he's weird. Like we did an episode with Jay last season, Justin Simmons last season. He's talking about anybody that sleep in the beginning of the show, and then just like I know he's cold, right? And obviously my man Bachira is cold. I don't want to put too many characters up there, bro. And
oh,
that's
come
gonna
on.
be the hard part.
He's going.
That's gonna be the real hard part. I do want to fight for him as an S tier character, though.
So I will say, man, like Bachira, people owe a lot of development to Bachira. Like not only just Isagi, but he is a guy that he makes the whole team better. Even when we get like further in, we see who got stole. It won't nobody, but like
Exactly.
we gonna take Bachira because I
Exactly.
know even when he is practicing with Ren, like I have to believe that like Ren is like this Negro gonna do something sooner or later,
Yeah.
and then we get to the game, and even with Bachira himself, because like again, Bachira has never been a slouch. Like has he
No.
been like the best of the best? No, but he has when it comes time to play, dude plays. But we saw like a weak moment from him in like the last game. And when I tell you, like, dude stepped it up monumentally
That
to
was cold.
where it honestly in just my thinking, he's the reason why they won the game. He's the reason why they were able to draw out the luck mentality. Like he is the reason why. Again, Asagi did. They give credit to Asagi. Not mad at that at all. But Bachira sparked all of that to
Oh no, for
happen.
sure.
So again, I think a lot of people
So I'm gonna just go
growth
ahead.
was under Bachira. He's going to S tier.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Let's
he's going to S
go.
tier.
Let's
Yeah, he's going to S
go.
tier.
That man is different, bro.
Yeah, he's going to S tier.
Different. Next up, we got Shohei Baru. P, I'll let you go first, since my man's is now in your top five. What you
Man,
got for him?
man, listen. So
Baro.
again,
Baro.
it's going to be a struggle between S and A tier. Um, Yo, what can you say? First of all, again, Baru. even if we take like the skill part out, which I mean I try to, but again, Baro has never been a slouch ever.
Yeah.
We saw one time to where he was like a little
Donkey.
sad puppy dog. He was a little dog. Yo, when I tell you, I was looking at Isagi's side. I was looking at Isagi. I was like, Isagi,
Hey, let him
if
know.
I
Put
would
him in his
have,
place.
if I was on the field, like we fighting, bro. Like you were talking a lot of smack.
Hey, he was talking right though. He was coming
But
correct.
no, 100%. So we saw one time to where he was like a sad puppy dog when he passed the ball to Isagi. I was like, oh, he lost it. Oh,
Crazy.
he gone. Oh, he's gone. He looked. But I said it to say he picks himself back up. And again, Baru is also the reason why a lot of people grow, especially in the latter part of the series. Again, I also love a character who can realize their mistake, grow from it, and be an even better person, or in this case, an even better soccer player. For me, Baru goes S tier. Baru goes S tier.
My thing for not wanting to put him in S tier is I don't. He definitely plays a critical part, obviously, and he plays even more so later on. And I won't get into that with the manga. He does. But
He,
based on anime only right now, he has played a pivotal part, but nowhere near a pivotal part as Bachira. Nowhere, and
Yeah, but the reason why I say that maybe he hasn't is because he was introduced later. We got to follow
that's fine.
Bachira.
That's
If
fine.
if Baru was at the beginning and he started off with Isagi, then we would have also given that to Bachira. But he
It's
didn't. We
about
got
yeah.
to find we I
But
mean
I
to
think
Baru,
that
but
yeah.
we got to find him out later in the series with Bachira. We knew him in episode 1
Right.
or
I'm
episode
with you.
2.
I'm with you. No, episode 1. I'm with you.
Episode 1.
I and I think he has I think he definitely has as far as anime goes S tier potential, but I think I would put him A. Like I
What's
would
stopping from giving
because
S?
he's made an impact for sure, and he's a dope character. He definitely had his developmental moment, and he definitely grew.
Ren had to change his game
Right, I
because
got you.
dude
I
was so
understand. I understand.
unpredictable.
I
He
understand.
made
That's
Isagi
fine.
grow. Like
Right. Not to the
he made
level
what's
not to the level that Bachira has done that. Not to the level that
but
Isagi
the only
is playing
reason
in
why
that.
we do that is because these were the characters we grew up with. We saw Baru later on.
But it wasn't like it was that much later on because
It
Barrows
was, but
he was the
we didn't
second
have
he was the second person that
no.
Isagi went
But
up against.
no, I get that, but we didn't have that interaction. Like Isagi and Bachira played on the same team. This was just a person, and honestly, just watching, this was just a person that they were going to beat or not beat and move on, and that was going to be it.
No,
Like we
because
didn't know, but no,
based on interactions, we knew that Barrow was gonna definitely play a
no,
part later
no, I
on.
don't think we knew. I don't because at the
I
beginning
knew
of
that.
Blue, for me, at the beginning of Blue, like this just seems like an elimination game. Like I don't think that a lot of people knew that some of these characters might come back, let alone play like pivotal roles in people's development and stay a part of the story.
I think they made it
He
clear though
made
because
the
even
best
even Nico,
person.
even Nico, who the first person he went against, based on how they were going head to head and how they were similar, I had an inkling that Nico was going to come back in the story.
I didn't think Nico was
Baru,
coming back.
yeah,
I didn't think
Baru
Nico was coming
being the
back.
one that because we're talking about obviously them winning and whoever wins a certain amount of games and gets a certain amount of goals is going to progress. We knew Baru was
And,
like that, so I
and
knew
let's
Baru was
take that
coming
then.
back.
Let's take that. Even if we knew he was coming back, did you know he was going to play like this
I mean,
instrumental
as
of a
instrumental,
role?
no, but I
He
knew he was going
made
to
the
play a part
best.
because of how his conversations with Isagi went.
He
And Isagi was like,
made
"This dude is like that, and I need to get to that level." I knew he was
he
definitely going to play a part in that.
agreed. I agree with that. He made, which again just furthers my point. He also made the best person, the number one person in Blue Lock, have to like adapt and
But
change,
that's
caught dude off by surprise.
right
But
for
it's
sure. But
just
that's
not him.
because of
It is
Isagi, though.
Asagi. It is Bachira. It is my boy that's number two. Like he changed a lot of people. He changed a lot of big heads later on. Like we're talking about like some of the best players in Blue Lock, and he has like he's the reason why a lot of people get better at the latter part of Blue Lock. We're not even talking at the beginning. We're
I
talking about
got
like
you. I'm with you.
when
I'm
we
with
know
you.
people are cold.
I'm with you. I, can we put him top A? Can We just compromise top A.
I'm struggling with that, but I tell you what, you did give me Jubei, so I'm a chill.
All right,
I'm a
top,
chill, but
top A. I no. It's no disrespect to Baru because I love Baru. Like I said, he's definitely up there. I
I
just I
I just
don't.
think
Again,
he
I
did.
think. My bad. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Go ahead,
ahead.
no, go ahead, go.
He definitely has S tier potential, and if it was where I'm caught up in manga, he'd be high A S again for me as well. Like, dude is crazy and steps
But
up big time.
what's
I
the
just don't think
difference?
at this point in time,
But he
it's
has
not the
changed.
same.
I think
It's
for
not the
me,
same as what he
I
does in the manga,
I
because then
think
we
for
also
me,
see more character development for him down in the manga as well.
I get that, but I think for me, and I love his story by the way.
Yeah,
But I
no, good
think
story.
I think for me is that he has impacted pretty much the same amount of people as Bachira. Like if we have to
I
list the people off that Bachira
I
impacted,
think
you
amount of
can say
people.
that Baru also impacted those same people.
I would say he definitely impacted a lot of people and very similar amount of people. I don't think he impacted them as much though as Bachira.
What?
I just don't, bro. Like Bachira was literally Isagi's whole.
Rio!
Bachira was literally
Rio!
Isagi's whole goal.
Rio!
What about Rio?
Jubei, the number two, Isagi, Bachira,
Again,
Nagi, Nagi,
amount of people, but amount
Rio.
of impact is different. Like
He has impacted a lot of people
I
to do
agree.
better.
I agree.
But I lay off. We've been on Baru for a
For a
good
minute.
minute.
All right. Next we got one from the top five that they had to face at the end of the season was Adam Blake. I kept these characters in here because I do think obviously they are important characters. They obviously played a part with the Blue Lock characters realizing they're nowhere at the level that they thought they were at. Even Ren, who is like that, putting him in his place pretty much.
Ooh,
Do we get a lot
hey,
from them? No. So I don't think we can really give them a high grade in my opinion. But they are still pivotal in my opinion somewhat to the story so far. So with Adam Blake, I believe he's the one that teases Ren about being Itoshi's size little brother a good amount of the time and gets him stirred up. But again, they none of the top five really do much. So I'd give them C. I'd put them in C tier.
now see, I'm gonna have an issue with that, and the only reason why I'm gonna have an issue is if that's the case,
I'd put them towards the
Ju
bottom of C, top of D.
okay, then we're gonna have to like really pay attention on where we put some of these people because if
That's
that's
fine.
the case, then Jubei belongs in B because he's done way more
No, for sure.
than
So okay, well then I'll put them in D. I'll put them in D. Can we do that?
yeah. But then D is also reserved for one
I
other person.
know
That
that was the one
is
thing I should have had an F tier for that. I'm not even. You know what? I have a special little thing for him when that time comes. So all right, let's put Adam Blake in
you
D
just
tier.
gonna leave him down in the dumps.
We're not talking about it right now. We're talking about when we get to him. Next, I know this is hilarious, and I don't know why. Because it was in the original tier list, I took some stuff from, and
Hilarious.
I thought this was funny. Blue Lock Man is our next one on the list. I mean, he's the bro. They put this man through so much. He getting scored on left and right. My man barely got any saves, but he out there constantly, consistently doing
He
his
out
job,
there.
playing a part. He out there. Obviously, it was a lot of funny. More reason that I put him on there was just for funny sake. But obviously put him in D tier.
I might put him in C.
I'll
Like
put him. I mean, shoot.
he
Hey,
out here
you know what? No,
blocking and
let's do bottom C. He'll be the lower
bottom
C character.
C.
Bottom C. I'm cool with that.
He been in the story more than Adam Blake.
Yeah. So next is Pablo Kavasov. Again, another one of the top five. So we will put them in D tier. He didn't really do a ton, obviously, but I think he had a like a really like laser shot. So next we got Chigiri. Chigiri again. Obviously, I had Chigiri for my anime impact. We got to see Chigiri's moment of coming out of a shell, going from. First of all, I do have a slight issue with Chigiri, and it's not a big one, and it doesn't hurt him a ton. I just don't understand it. Is if you want to quit soccer, right? If that is their whole thing, right? Like that's what you've been saying this entire time since you've been there. Hey, everybody, what's your strength? What's your skill? What's your like? What are you good at? And you don't want to share. I'm just here. I'm basically trying to quit soccer. You had to get Isagi to talk you out of it and like get you to like to participate. Why are you in Blue Lock in the first place? Why'd you show up?
I can
Like, why'd
answer
you
that.
show up? Like, and I get it. Like, obviously, the inner drive is still in there, right? Like, obviously, you still have a desire and love for the game. So I'm with that. As and again, it definitely plays into him growing and developing. We get to see that development
There
for his
you
character.
go.
So I'm with it. Like, I'm not again. This isn't a big knock against Chigiri. I'm just like, if you're gonna act like that when you get here, just don't show up. Like, you
I
wasting my
mean,
time.
but
So
I think that's
that's my thing.
I think that's hard. There's been plenty of times to where like, and I feel like, and I'll use my words carefully. I feel like sometimes we as humans like need like a pep talk, or we need a kick in our ass to say, hey yo, like hey. And I feel like Chigity was like looking for that. Like you said, like the desire is still there
Yeah.
to play and to still do what you want to do. But like, bruh, like when I tell you you are your own worst person and you will get in the way. But like it's almost like if I can just touch the hem of his garment, like I'm there. Like I know I'm down, I'm out, I'm sad, I'm depressed. But if I can if I can get one person to say, "Hey, yo, you really can do this. You tripping." And not only that, but if I can get somebody who I know can play the game well
Yeah.
to say, "Hey, yo, you tripping."
Yeah.
With me and my piano, I think I am just decent. But like, and I still think that like a lot of the times, but sometimes I will have like these guys who like I think are leagues better than me say, "Hey, yo, you tripping."
Yeah.
Like, do keep doing you, keep playing, and I think that's that's one of the reasons why like I see myself in Chickadee so much. Like, not for the injury part, but for that specific part of like, bruh, like I be down on myself sometimes, and sometimes I need Joe, just like
Oh
and
yeah.
I be
Yeah, I
needing
know.
people to be like, hey,
Yeah, I
yo,
know.
like pick your ass up and keep going. Like I know it's rough, I know it's tough, I know it's hard, but you got so much more to give to not only yourself but to give to your family, your people, the world. Like people are looking for you to do stuff, and so I need you to get your ass up. And I think sometimes like that's what we look for, even though we don't feel that ourselves. Like sometimes we need that reminder, and I think Chickadee like actually like portrays that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So, my opinion, Cheetah goes in B tier.
I was gonna say A.
I can't put him up there with Baru, bro. I can't.
See, I want to put him up there with Baru
I don't think he belongs up there with
because I
Baru.
believe Baru belongs in S.
Okay, but he an A. And my thing is, he hasn't. He plays a pivotal part as a teammate, but as far as his impact on people, develop like his impact on other characters, it's not much. He's more a person that grows based on other people impacting him. Do you, yay or nay?
Unfortunately, I am not upset with
All
that
right,
statement.
so B tier.
I don't want to put him in B, but like I'll take it
All right. Like I said, I
for
love
now.
Chigiri. I love Chigiri. I'm all for it.
Now you remember
But
the previous Hunter. Like Chiggity is my number two, and you see how I just easily said, you know what? It's cool. It's cool.
let's see what the people say. How about that? Because the people on the Hunter thing was you was getting ate up.
I don't give two craps
You was getting ate up. There was a couple
with
that
this
agreed with
hat
you
that
though.
I got on.
There were a couple
There
that
were a
agreed with you,
few.
right? And the hat you got on. But yeah, there was. We'll see what the people say. Like I said, it's no disrespect to Chigiri. Again, I just think based on how we talked about Baru, how we talked about Bachira, and how I'm going to talk about some other characters that I feel go in A and S tier. He's like that, but he's not.
Well, and that's what I was about to say. I think it's going to be very interesting who we actually start to put in B because I'm gonna get real finicky if some of these people belong in. We'll see how this
Yeah, we'll
play
see.
out.
We'll see. We'll see. All right, next we got Ego. He got to go at least in B tier for me, bro. At least.
Okay, so then if we're
Because,
going, if
I can put him towards the lower end, and I could put Chigiri towards the top end. But Ego is the one pulling the strings behind everybody.
no, that's
He's
what I'm saying. I think he belongs in A tier. Like I don't think like
he. Oh,
I mean, he's pulling strength. Like he is getting the best out of the best. Yeah, yeah. Like they
He's
depend
not.
on each other, but he's also guiding them into like figuring out how to do things. Like he gives them little bits and pieces, and they
Yeah,
have to figure it out. But like he is literally the mastermind over this whole entire thing.
I do agree. I think my hard part with Ego is that he's not actually out there playing, and so I think that's why I'm struggling to put him in A. Not that I don't think he necessarily would ever doesn't necessarily belong in A. I think because he's the man behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? He's
But
the Wizard of
but he's
Oz.
also
But he is the fourth, like Blue
he's the
Lock is his
forefront.
baby. Yeah. Like he's the one running the show with Blue Lock.
I mean, and if we're gonna like look at Baru being in A, honestly, Ego is also impacted like just as many people as Baru. Even though he's like the man behind the scenes, we come to find out. Oh, spoiler alert!
Yeah,
Sorry.
chill out. Yeah, we won't. Yeah, nope.
So
He got a backstory. He got some
he got a
history. He got some history. And it's
so
I want more.
yeah,
But
I can't wait. Like, I need to see. I need to see.
yeah,
But even then, and only that. But he is a plot device to drive the story forward.
he does
Even
drive the
with the
story
last
forward.
like two or no, the last one or two episodes, like it was he's the reason why they're about to play
Yeah,
who they're finna play.
yeah,
Like
for
he is
sure.
the driving force behind this story.
Yeah, for sure. All right, all right. We'll put him in A. Ego goes in A. Next, we got. See, this is hard.
This is hard.
Yeah, this is hard. Next, we got Gin Gagamaru,
How we're
who
just going off of anime.
yeah, he's gone off anime. Because Gin does have some moments in the manga.
He has yes, God.
Uh, I
He go he goes in C tier.
yeah, unfortunately, I like his character though. I like
100%.
he that reckless type that will throw his body around and don't care and just wants to get better and score and contribute. He's part of the comedy relief as well. But yeah, unfortunately, he just had, especially the way we're talking about these other characters, he has to go in C tier. So
C tier. Oh, stop. You're putting him over Jubei?
I was just putting him in. I wasn't even
Okay, okay.
I wasn't even focused
That's
tripping
why I
on
said
that.
we're gonna have to pay attention to
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was just putting them in there. So sorry, but yeah. Next we got Hidetoshi. Trying to Buratsuta. He is basically money man. Basically, he's part of the panel that funds Blue Lock and is
He's the
taking part of
chairman
YouTube.
of the
Yeah,
football
chairman.
union.
Yeah, he is. And outside of characters, he is villain number one, right? He's the guy that we're all going against. Even the characters we don't like and the actually soccer players, he's villain for everybody. I don't know. I don't know where I put
That's
him.
rough. I mean, honestly, he goes low C or high B. I mean, excuse me, low C or high D.
Yeah. I mean, because he is villain one, but he's just there to be hated kind of type. Like he's that kind of villain. He's just that kind of character, right? Like he does play an impact because again, like we said, Ego had to go against him to basically get them in the situation to play for the U20 spots. But he's just like that money hungry,
He's a villain.
annoying
Like he has to be
villain.
there. You have to have somebody
Yeah.
there to be that person, and
Yeah,
he's
but
that
he's
person.
not. Yeah. So I can which one you prefer? Low C or high D? Because my
I
thing is,
mean,
he does play more of at this point. He has played more of an impact than the top five, but he ain't done more than my man Blue Lock man. So
and that's what I'm saying. So even high D would probably be best in my opinion.
cool. Next we have who is this? Okuhito Iemon. He's the basically kind of like the old man father figure in Team Z. He's the guy that ends up playing goalie the whole
Goalie.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's goalie. I mean, he's a striker, but we don't really. I don't think
We see
we
nothing
literally
from
see
him,
nothing from
literally.
him.
Like
He's
after
part of
they
Team
go
Z.
to
That's pretty
the
much it.
yeah, after they go to round two, like we really don't hear nothing else from
Yeah,
him,
we get a
unfortunately.
moment or two with him in the additional time at the end of the episodes, but like
I
nothing part of the actual pivotal story.
I will
So
say though, he does take Kuon's spot afterwards and becomes pretty much like the team captain for a few episodes. because he's the one at the chalkboard. He's the one designing the plays. Like it's him,
Yeah.
doing those things. But even then, man, again, that's going to be low C, high D for me.
Yeah. I'm cool with D. I'm cool with top of
I'm
D.
fine with that.
Cool. This clown.
I love this guy. I don't know why, but I'm a fan.
I could
And
see
then,
you being a fan. He's that. I don't know what type of character I'm trying to say, but he's like the class clown. He's like the guy that wants to be as great as everybody else, but clearly doesn't really belong.
I
Like
mean,
he
he's
really.
Usopp. Like I hate to say it, but like
There
I
you
don't know
go.
why I like characters like that, but like he's Usopp. He's the Usopp of Blue Lock.
Yeah, bro. He don't really belong. He come in and get hurt in
But
first episode. Like, ow, my ankle. Hold on, wait.
and I hate to say it though, but we keep saying he doesn't belong, but time and time again he
He
proves
got
he
carried.
belongs.
He got carried. I don't know.
Bruh,
I mean, he
even
made.
in the like he still be
Yeah,
making it.
he made it. He makes it to the whole past phase 2 and makes it to go against to get the spots for the U20. So we see him at the end of the last episode. So he's still there, but he getting carried, bro.
No, he's not because even ego said himself that with these round two selections, like the weak will
Yeah,
be
no,
weeded
he
out
had
if for
yeah.
that case. Like he has something that he has to that he has to offer.
Are you trying to
Now,
put him
does
in C
he?
tier?
I am. I'm. You know what?
He
If we're talking,
he may he has literally been of zero impact to the story.
And that's why I say I will back it back because I know we're not talking potential, we're not talking
Yeah,
abilities, we're talking impact to the story, and we haven't really seen too much of him besides like the comedic relief, and even then, his comedic relief is very spotty. There are
yeah,
other people who do comedic relief a lot better.
yeah.
Um,
I'd
Gosh,
put him. I'd
man.
put him under the chairman, personally.
I mean, I'm not mad at it,
All right,
unfortunately.
all right.
This next gentleman
This is no. This ain't.
also belongs
Oh yeah,
D tier.
he worse than Blake and all them because he ain't do
He is
nothing.
the worst of the worst. I
This
don't know
next
who
one,
he is.
yeah, this next one is Udai Imamura. He on Team Z. He don't do nothing. He do less than our boy Igarashi did. So
Mr. Guru. He does less than the Guru guy himself. So yeah, he
he
goes.
below the top five. P, where my man
Ah, come on, bro.
Yoichi Isagi going,
We
bro?
even have to admit, yo, I'm not even gonna lie. Every time, like, I watch Blue Lock, like I watch it for. There are only a few anime that like still get me hyped. Like I watched it for the first time. This is my second rewatch of Blue Lock, and I was still just as hyped as I was the first time I saw it. I told Joe I was watching the last episode, and I had to watch it twice because when Bachira said, "Hey, yo, we can take this outside.
We can take this
We
outside
can take
right
this
here.
outside."
We gonna
I
talk
was
about
like,
that moment a little bit when we get to that character. But
"Oh,
bro, Isagi, bro, is like,
oh
and
yeah."
I've talked about it before. Isagi is my character. Like that's who I identify with lately. The new legit anime, like Isagi is the character that I identify with the most. And bro is just like he wants it so much, bro, and he's willing to do whatever he can to grow and develop. He is a character who is carried by his hard work and his effort and desire. He's not the most talented. We've seen that. We saw that from the jump when they were doing all the conditioning stuff, the running, the jumping, the strength, and all that stuff. Like him trying to copy Rin's movements and his yoga stuff and falling all over the place. Like we've constantly over and over again. He talks about how he has to overcome his lack of physical ability with his mental and his effort and his want to. And like I love that, bro. Like it's like if there's a character or person you want to, not even a character, if there's a person that you want on your team outside of you want the most gifted person, but even if the most gifted person doesn't have the mentality, the desire, the want to, like I don't want him on my team. I'd rather take the dude who is good. We're not saying Isagi doesn't have any talent because clearly he does, right? He wouldn't be where he is now if he didn't. He wouldn't made it that far without it, and him developing and growing and seeing his development and growth from a character from episode 1 to episode 24 is just like. Phew. But I'd rather have the guy who's not as capable, but is got that dog in him. Like and I say this like with the utmost sincerity and respect and love, because some of my favorite people, some of my best friends in the NFL have been this. He's that white slot receiver, bro. He's that Julian Edelman. He's that small dude who like doesn't fit physically, but will outwork you, wants it more than the dude across from him, than the dude next to him in the room. And it is just him, bro. Like my boy River Craycraft. Shout out to him. He plays for right now. He is with the Dolphins. Dude is like, I'm out there every day. Like, bro, work these DBs. Like, work them. The starting DBs. He's a a free agent slot receiver. Work him, kill him. So Isagi's like that, bro.
So I had to let you go off because I was just quiet because I knew it was gonna happen.
Bro,
Hey
like,
yo,
I'm sorry because this show got me in my feelings again, especially like right now,
man, what you talk? I feel like I can take on the world
bro.
right now.
Like, it's right now for everyone it's April 27th right now, so the draft literally just ended. I think today's the last day of the draft, and still currently a free agent at the moment. So I'm just like, this show, I told you, this show has been my motivation pump up before games. I've used it for that. And I'm sitting here like, I'm ready to smack somebody, bro. Like, give me a helmet and let's go. So, Pete, go ahead. I'm sorry I'm taking up all this time. Go ahead, Pete.
Nah, man, you good. Hey yo, listen. Again, I am. So there's two characters I like. I like. We already talked about Baro, but another like type of character I like is the characters who have like this untapped potential. Like this dude, you could tell from the get go, even from the first episode coming in,
Yeah.
dude was like, I should have shot that. I probably would.
Yeah.
We probably would have went to nationals if I had shot that. But
That moment is, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
messed no like messed me up because there's been times in my life to where like I should have took that gig or I should have took that call or I should have like did certain things but
Oh
like I
yeah. Oh
didn't
no.
because
Yeah.
I wasn't
Yeah.
I was
Yeah. You had
reserved.
plenty of
I
those.
was shy. I didn't. And so again, yeah, of course. So that like Asagi is like again like Joe. I have to agree. He's S tier, man. Like I see myself so much in him. Again, because sometimes I feel like I do have the potential, but sometimes like I feel like I sleep on myself, and I am just waiting on my Asagi moment to where like I realize that like, hey yo, when Asagi starts like when he gets on his ish, unfreaking touchable. Like when again, I got so hyped watching this anime again. Like, bruh, Asagi going against Ren, Asagi devouring Baru. Like again, like it was and like Joe said, like it's like he doesn't have like the best physique. He's not the best like ball dribble. Like he's not the best at, but what he's good at, he is absolutely good at. And he's like finally starting to come into himself to say, "Hey, yo, I might not be able to do this, that, or that, but what I can bring to the table will change the rest of y'all for the rest of y'all's lives." And we saw that from day one. He has
Yeah, bro.
changed just about everybody he's come in contact with, whether that's Bachira, whether that's Baru, whether that's Ren, whether that's Rio, Nagi. He has changed literally everybody he has come in contact with. S10, 100%.
Absolutely,
Like
bro.
this is like not even a.
Absolutely, bro. Cool. Go
I'm
ahead.
hyped, bro.
Yeah,
When I
bro.
tell you Blue Light got me hyped.
Yeah, man. I'm 2 chapters behind the manga too, and I can't wait to read those 2 chapters.
I
So
am rereading it now because now I really want to go back and read U20. I forgot how great that was.
crazy, bro.
But to see anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
We can't talk about
Yeah,
that
we can't
later,
talk
but
about
we'll. Yeah.
it. We can't talk about it. Next 2 characters are the Wanama twins, Yunichi and Kisuke. Uh, Junichi is the older brother, the one with like the dragon lizard eyebrows, and then the little brother is the one without the eyebrows. That's got like the little studs for eyebrows. I mean, they were cool for Chigiri's story,
Yep.
and that's about it.
That's it.
So D tier, they go.
100%.
Cool. I'm putting them above Mr. Did that literally nothing. So
Bless it. Bless his heart, man.
All right, this clown. Actually, we might
First
have
of
two people
all,
that belong where I think the other person
all right,
belongs.
all
Yeah,
right,
we
all
might have
right,
two
all right,
people.
all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all
Go
right.
ahead, P. Go ahead, P. Well,
So,
hold on. Let me say his name first. So we got Ryosuke Kira. He's the guy that beat Isagi in the very beginning of the episode, and then Isagi knocked out in the very first episode as well. So go ahead, P.
so let me tell you why I don't think he belongs in D tier.
Nah,
I
bro.
think he belongs in low C, and this is why. This is why. He had two instances to where Asagi is the reason why he started to like grow just that much more. We saw that one in the game that they played, actually three times. One in the game they played, two on the actual time that they met up, and dude was like, I know you, like I saw you play, like you cold. And then that third time to where Isagi got up again with Bachira, was like, I need to take out the best of the best. And right now, sir, that's you. Now, I'm not saying he did much, but he was the catalyst to make a lot of this stuff happen.
But my thing with that is, I agree. I agree with exactly what you're saying. Like, yes, the beginning moment, he was just the thing is he was just that character, right? Like, it wasn't like
Yeah, it
who
could have
he
been anybody.
it could have been anybody. It wasn't like he did anything to do that. He was just that character. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He's coming back, though.
he was just there. He's not. He's
You don't think he's coming back?
gone.
I
Pete.
think he's coming back. I
No,
think he's coming back.
when Pete,
I think he's coming back. We're
anyway.
going to see it, and we talked about this. He's going to play for anyway. We'll talk about that later. He's coming back.
He not coming back. He was
He
just
got no. He
he
coming
was
back.
because even the moment when they met and he was talking to Sagi like that, he was talking down on him, bro. It wasn't like oh you're so great. Nah, it was like oh yo what's up, little bro. It was like that kind of
No,
thing.
it was like, yo,
That's the
if we
vibe I got,
played
bro.
like you would pay me like you would like pass me some dope
Nah,
shots.
bro.
Like so
Right,
I didn't get
exactly.
that vibe.
You would pass me some dope shots.
But
Like
I
you'd be a
didn't get
good
that vibe
assistant.
at first. Now
Nah,
now
bro.
now we get that vibe as like, hey yo, just pass me the ball, I got it. Now we see the reference. But before then, I thought it was more like an assist type of thing.
Yeah,
Again,
like
I just
but
think
again, yeah, assist. Not like you're a good player. It'd be like, yeah, you'd be dope to have on
no,
my
but
team
he
so you
said
can
you. But
pass me the ball.
he said you were a good player. Like he legit said you're good out there.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you're good enough to pass me the ball.
Yeah, but see, you're reading into stuff now. Come on, now
Nah,
let's
bro.
not do that.
Don't talk down on me like that.
Again, I think he was the catalyst that to start Asagi's growth again, and I do
Bro, the
you know
chairman's
what,
done more than
you
him,
know what,
bro.
I was just about to say, like, I see a couple of people out
That's what I'm
down here.
saying. These dudes in detail have done more than him,
The
bro.
chairman and the first guy did more, but okay, then put him in mid tier D. Then he was the catalyst, Joe.
Man, he trash, bro. He trash.
He coming back.
He not come.
He coming back.
We will talk about this after this episode is over. He not coming back, bro.
He coming back. He coming back.
Next
All right,
one,
go off, Joe.
my dog, Rinsuke Kunigami, bro.
Which I don't see what you saw in this guy. I don't. I would like to. Because for me,
He
he was just a blasé character.
I would put him in B tier. I would put him in B tier as far as his impact on the show.
Mm.
This is one of my favorite characters. I mentioned before what I said. He's number 4. He's one of my favorite characters. I like the upright, hero type, wants
Uh-huh.
to do things right. I
Yeah.
like he's got a strong leg, his physique, he's strong dude,
This is
is
why you want. Keep
mentally
going,
strong.
Joe.
I like him. I like him a lot.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
As far as impact on the show, as far as pushing the show forward, he is more of a guy that's chasing after people rather than pushing people forward. Again, he's one of
Yep.
my favorites.
Yep. Go ahead.
Shush, Pete.
It's okay.
This hurts to do it, but
Uh-huh.
he's got to go C tier.
He's going C tier.
Unfortunately, he's got to go C tier. He's a dope character, bro. He's a
Yeah.
dope character. I like him. Obviously, it hurt when he didn't make
When
it.
he didn't walk through that
When he
door,
walked
man.
through that, bro, I was hurt. And the thing is, the way they played it out, I knew he wasn't going to walk through
Oh,
the door.
100%.
The way
100%.
they made us wait till he was the last team, I was like, yeah, he's not there. Rio's gonna be there for sure because of the whole Nagi thing. Like you have to have Rio for Nagi, but Kunigami wasn't gonna make it,
But
and then
people forget,
obviously,
like,
sure
Rio was like
enough,
rated like 9 or 12. Like, he
Rio was
up
up there. Yeah,
there.
Rio was up there. So obviously Rio's got skills, but yeah, it hurt to see Kunigami go there. So it's Kunigami and C. Is that where you got him, P?
That's where I got him. He's C tier. And you know,
Can I put him
I,
above Gagamaru? All right, cool. All right, cool.
I mean, honestly, they about tit for tat to be quite honest with you.
No, no.
To be
At
quite
least,
honest with you, they about tit for
at least we
tat.
could even say like he has more screen time. He talks more. He plays a pivot. Like
I
he
got
was
more funny
okay.
from
Hold on,
Gagamaru, but all
right?
right.
Okay, funny, but also who were the two people that Isagi was like, let's wait for these two. Whoever comes out first, we're taking Chigiri and who else?
Oh, why? Because of his physique? Cool,
No,
whatever.
because of what he put.
Whatever. I mean,
He's
it's
still a
fine.
good soccer man. Whatever, bro.
Sure.
Don't chill out, bro. Chill out.
Sure.
That's disrespectful, bro. We're not gonna do that.
Sure. C tier.
You know what, Pete? I'll let you talk about this clown, Mr. Anime Impact, Mr. Wataru Kuon. Go ahead and talk about this
All right,
clown.
so let me tell you why I think this dude at least deserves B tier.
Huh? Shut up. Stop. Be for real. Stop that. Stop that nonsense. I hate that. Stop that nonsense. Because if you don't start saying it, I'm going to just say it.
All right, yo, listen. So y'all heard my anime impact, and how it's never too late to right your wrongs. For him, it was too late to right his wrongs.
Thank you. Thank
Him, it
you.
was absolutely too late.
Yes, bro. I don't care what
Bruh,
you do.
you cannot listen. One thing I hate is a snake. Don't throw your rocks and then hide your hand. If you're gonna be a snake, let me see up front. At least I know who I'm dealing with. But don't go behind my back. Play like you my friend when you really ain't. Yeah, bro. I don't rock with people like that, man.
The way he was celebrating when he got his hat trick, like it was like legit celebrations, bro. I'm like,
And
bro,
and
this ain't
honestly,
real.
I knew it, even when I watched it the first time, I was like, something
Something ain't
ain't
right.
right.
Something off.
Something ain't right. Now, but before he goes into or wherever you gonna put him, let's discuss the impact that he had.
No,
Joe, I know you don't like
bro,
him.
bro,
I
it could
know,
have
I
been
get it,
anybody.
Joe, but it was
Anybody
him.
could have
It
been.
don't matter. It don't matter. It was him. It was him.
P, bro.
It was. That's all I am saying. If we're going to
His
be fair,
impact only
if we're
plays
going to
a
be
part,
fair to
and not
every
because of
character,
his impact only plays a
not,
part
and we,
because he was a snake, and
Joe, I'm sorry,
he put them in a situation to have to grow because they had to go 11 on 10.
Joe, and I'm sorry,
It
Joe,
wasn't
and I'm
like he did
sorry.
anything, bro. He
I
didn't
get
do
it.
nothing.
I
He
get
didn't
it.
do nothing.
I am there
He
with
ain't
you.
develop as a character,
I
bro.
am there.
You
I
asking me
am
about his
there
impact,
with
so I'm
you.
talking about his impact. He
I am
ain't
there
do
with you.
nothing. He ain't do nothing. He trash. He don't
But
go on the
he
board.
did. But
He
he
don't go in
did.
D tier. Where I
But
put
he
him,
did
I
do
slide him
something.
all the way to the end down here, and he don't make the
Okay,
list.
so we got to talk about it just for a minute.
Pete, the
Just for
best
a
I'm gonna
minute.
give him, he's gonna be the last person on the board.
In D tier,
The very, very last. Like the very, very last. The
I
very,
mean,
very last.
like I said,
I
my
want to create another list, another row, and just put him in F, but I'm not doing that.
my only thing I would be okay with that. My only thing is, like I said, if we're going to discuss impact, sure he didn't do anything. Sure he might have been just a plot device, but he was a device that made the whole team get better. I mean, it's 12 on 10 now. So
P,
I'm
bro.
I'm not saying I get it. I get it, Joe. I'm just saying impact wise, he was the setup for some great things to happen for this team. With that being said, do not put this mofo on the board.
Thank you. God, I hate you, bro. Stop doing that nonsense. Hate that clown, bro. Hate
Yeah,
that
he's
clown.
terrible. He's
All
terrible.
right, cool.
He's terrible.
Cause yeah, NA, not applicable. Can't even make the list.
He's terrible.
Type stuff.
I don't like it, and that's how I know you're like good at your character or you're good. If I really don't like you like that, like Aaron Yeager, if I really don't like you like that, you are doing a good job.
No, he didn't do a good job. Screw all that,
But
bro.
that's how you know he good character.
P, now you're making me reconsider because you said that. And I say that because when I did Classroom Elite with Rob, there's a character
Oh
that
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
thing is he reneged, bro. That's the thing. He reneged on it. So like it takes
But
that away, bro.
But I don't think it takes that away from me. I think that like that makes him a better character,
Bruh. P,
in my
bro.
opinion. I know it sucks.
Alright, P, where I'll give him C.
Oh,
I'll give him
ah!
I'll give him C, P.
Shoot myself in the foot.
P, bro. This is stupid. That's stupid, bro. I'll give him C. I'll put him bottom C. Put him behind Blue Lock, man. I'll put him
God,
behind Blue Lock, man.
unfortunately, like it makes sense, and I hate it. I
That's
hate
so
it.
dumb, bro.
That's
That's dumb.
wild.
That's dumb. I don't know why I even said nothing. Why did I say something? 'Cause that's dumb. All right, next we got two more from the top five. Again, I think these characters are cold. I kind of want to put Julian up there a little bit because Little Man was crazy. But we got
Yeah.
Julian Loki and we got Leonardo Luna. Again, they're two members from the top five that they all had to go against at the end of the day. So I'm gonna just put them there. Actually, my bad. That's who it was. It wasn't Adam Blake who was talking.
Oh, it was yeah,
It
yeah.
was Leonardo Luna who was the one talking to Ren. So that's funny.
Because Blake was like the older guy who
Yeah,
was
Blake
like
was the one making the bets.
yeah, he was making, he was like the muscle guy. He was best in number three like he was
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah, he did not come on his butt. So all right, cool. Put them in D tier as well. Next, P. Next, we got the one and only Seishido. Yeah, Seishido Nagi.
Okay, okay, yo. So this is I think where it gets
This is
kind of
hard.
hard.
Yeah, this is hard. This is hard.
Because he's going definitely in either S or A.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think as far as impact,
He's got more than Baru. He's got
he's got
more than Baru. That's my only thing. If you were gonna put Baru in S, he's got more than Baru. 1000%.
I would say he has the same. I would say he has the same. Honestly,
For
he
your
might have
favorite character.
no. He might have. And I was about to say he has one more character that he might have influenced more, and that was Rio. And God, we can't talk about the manga, Jesus. But do I want to put him in S tier though? Like, is he in the Isagi? Is he a Bachira? First of all, I didn't know Nagi was going to be like this far in for this long.
Oh yeah. No, I mean he the genius, the
No,
prodigy
no,
that ain't
no.
done nothing. You
No.
gotta
Let
learn.
me let me take that back. Let me take that back. There are a lot of characters who I just didn't like. They do what Bungo does, but in sports, like they just like
They
carry.
good.
Like
Blue Lock is
everybody has
very
a
good with their
story.
characters. Yeah.
Everybody like it's great. Like some of these people, like they're carrying everybody along the journey. Like the people who deserve to stay are absolutely staying, and so I love that. Jesus.
You know what, P? I'll give him top
S
A.
tier is hard,
I'll give him top
man.
A. I'll give him top A. I love Nagi. No one. The thing is, outside of Rio, who is definitely an important character, but he's not one of those like main ones.
Absolutely.
Rio's the only one chasing after Nagi, and Nagi is the one that decided to go with Isagi because of what Isagi did and the impact that Isagi had on him, being
Right.
a less talented but a more like again having that dog mentality in him. Nagi's like he handed me my L and I think I can grow with this guy.
Right.
And
And that's
Nagi's
what
obviously like that, but
I was finna say too. Like honestly, the biggest impact Nagi has had besides Rio is Isagi. Like sure, everybody else like kind of grew around him, but those two collectively grew astronomically more together than anybody else. Maybe
yeah,
besides Bachira, but
yeah,
Bachira also has like impacted a lot more other people, and I feel like
yeah,
Nagi has only impacted two people for real, which is
yeah.
Rio and Isagi.
All right, bro. We'll give him top A. He goes right in front of Baru. Dang, that hurt.
Oh, why we got to put him in front of Baro though? Because I feel like
Yeah,
Baro impacted
nah.
more. Baro impacted more. Baro
P.
impacted more.
All right, they're
Baro impacted
equal.
more
They're
people.
even. They're even.
Okay, no. Well, I need even Nagi
Okay.
to be in back of Baru.
What? All right, P. Come on.
Who impact? We're looking at impact. Baru has impacted more people.
I don't
He
know.
has.
I don't know.
Okay, okay. I mean, we can do this if you want, but who has Nagi really impacted?
Whatever, P. I ain't fighting. I ain't fighting. That's
All
my dog.
right.
Nagi, my dog.
I
Whatever.
know, and you be having personal gains in this.
That's my dog. Uh, next
You
is
put Kuon in C. You better let this rock.
Kuon
We,
belongs in whatever.
I know, Kuon in C is crazy. I'm never going to get over that.
Yeah, that hurts. Next is Asahi Naruhaya. He's the one who was with Baru when they went 2-on-2. Isagi and Nagi versus Baru and Naruhaya. We did get to see a little bit of his story. He's very similar as far as to Isagi in a sense. He was the one that kind of helped Isagi with the whole getting in behind and sneaking around and finding people's blind spots. He was able to emulate Naruhaya's skill versus him being able to emulate Isagi's skill. And it's sad to see, like, obviously him have his parents dying and then him having the siblings at home that he was trying to help and take care of. But that don't give you a ton of help here, my dog. Other than the fact that you did influence and impact the main character, like
Boom.
you did call him out on some stuff, and you did like push him to a whole nother level. So you definitely have more of an impact than my dude in top D. So I at worst I put him at the top of D. At best I could put him behind towards the bottom of C.
So I want to put him in C. I think he also was very crucial because not only do I look at like how many people you impact, but like even if you impacted one person, like how crucial was that impact?
Yeah, it
And
was
I
the
feel
start
like
of
his
Nagi's
impact was
Isagi's.
absolutely. Also, what I will say is, man, that dude had it rough. Like I think there were a few people that I really felt bad for. But for his story, losing his parents, and then for him to like try to spark an awakening, and he was just this close to doing it,
Yeah.
and not quite enough to like pull it off. Like I like felt for him. I also like the fact that he was trying to get into Sagi's head. Like he
Yeah.
was playing
He was
that
playing
role
games.
very well.
Yeah.
Um,
So C tier.
and again, yeah, C tier, 100%.
All right, he going above Kuon.
Oh, 100%. Like that ain't even
he
an
got
option.
he got to go up there. Cool. Honestly, I kind of want to put him above old girl Henri.
I'm not mad at it.
All right, cool. Next, we got Mr. Nico, Mr. Iki Nico. He
Uh,
was. Go ahead, P. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't think you might disagree with me for this, but I do believe he belongs in C tier, maybe high C, mid
Yeah,
C.
yeah.
I like him as a character. I like him more as the manga progresses. We do see that like when he walked through the door, I was like, yes, sir. Like
He's
I was he was one of the people that I was hoping that would make it to the end. He also has like some things in his arsenal that we get to see anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I
C
don't
tier.
think. Yeah, I think C tier as well. I think we saw early on like him and Asagi are very similar, right? Like he was the first one
He was the
to
first one.
he was the
Yeah,
first one
talk
to
about it.
mentally go head to head with Isagi before Isagi started to develop his eyes better and his sense
Yep.
of open spaces better and going head to head with Rin. So I think Nico is a very good character. I do like Nico. I don't think he deserves a B tier spot. I definitely think he belongs in C, but again, he played a pivotal role in Asagi's development and him being a sense that rival as far as like we are two very similar characters, if not the same type characters. And we had to go head to head, and obviously he came out swinging with his words when he showed up at the end of that last episode. So he definitely gets a C tier spot right up there. So I like his character a lot.
Oh yeah.
Next, we have Hibiki Okawa. He was on Nico's team. He was the guy that was portrayed to he based on his ranking and stuff. He was a very good soccer player. He was the guy portrayed to be like the ringleader for Nico's team, but we found out that Nico was truly the leader. I'm putting him in D tier because he didn't really play much of a role outside of being that like decoy in
Yeah,
a
I
sense.
agree. Like we didn't.
Yeah,
Dang, we're gonna have to make a manga version sooner or later. But
yeah. So, cause yeah, did he make it to the end?
yeah, yeah, you don't remember him in the manga?
No, he doesn't make it to the end. He's not. You missed because Nico's the only one that made it from his team.
No, I could have
It's
sworn.
somebody else. It's not him because Nico's the only one that made it from his team.
You sure?
I'm pretty positive. Next we have Jingo Raichi. I like him. I like Jingo.
He's very much so another comedic relief.
Yeah,
Um,
he's that dang, what's due for My Hero?
oh, Bakugo. He's
Bakugo. He's
definitely
literally yeah,
Bakugo.
he's Bakugo. Like he's that type
Let
of
me tell you,
character.
in
But
my notes, I have because I need to remember who these people were, and so in my notes I got in parentheses Bakugo Junior.
yeah, exactly. Not as like Bakugo's obviously a lot more talented as far as his verse goes, but he's that like that angry, constantly threatening
Yeah.
people Bakugo energy. I would love to put him in B tier just because of his character, but as far as impact goes, with the way we're doing this thing, he has to go in C tier as well.
Yeah, and he's gonna go C tier. He's gonna go. I mean, he did punch Kuon in the face, and I really enjoyed that moment.
Matter of fact,
Uh,
S tier for that. Specifically for that moment, he get an S tier spot. Nah, but we gotta put him in C tier for sure.
Man, I tell you what, the more we put in C tier, the more I'm tempted. Never mind, I'll say that later.
Tempted to put Kunigami in B tier now.
Yeah, unfortunately, but I'll
Exactly.
leave it. I'll leave it for now.
Well, here
I'll leave it for
I
now.
got a B tier character for you right here. So next one is Rio Mikage. I
Woo!
Yeah, your boy, Peace boy Rio. I'll say my piece, and I know you probably got a lot to say about Rio, but I'll say my piece real quick. Rio is a person that got Isagi to where he is, but I don't think he's as impactful as a character as a lot of these other characters in A or S tier. He's definitely more impactful. He plays a very more pivotal role than a lot of the characters in C tier. Not all of them, but a lot of them in C tier. As far as being that counterpart to Nagi, so I definitely think he deserves a B tier spot.
I agree. He has played roles for like Joe said, a lot of these C tier characters. He is my favorite character, and the one who I relate to absolutely the most. We see, and not to put spoilers, but we see a lot more from him in the manga aspect to where
Yeah.
he is
Yeah,
like
he's got to definitely plays a pivotal role later on in the story for sure.
very like cold blooded. But if we're talking anime only, yeah, I gotta give it B tier. He's definitely played more roles than like Nico, and dang, we're gonna have to put Kunigami in B.
Can I do that now, please?
Yeah, we're gonna have to put him in B.
Thank you, thank you very much. I'm glad this happened. I'm glad we got it through now because I was for sure about to fight for it down the road. Because yeah,
Yeah, I'm looking at everybody else in C tier, and
yeah,
he just don't
Kunigami
belong
don't
there.
belong in he don't belong in C tier to everybody else. I get the mentality of putting him in C tier, but I
Yeah,
don't think with the characters that we have in C, he definitely does not belong in C tier at
yeah.
all. Next, we have Mr. Number One himself, Rin Itoshi Rin. Yeah. I think Rin is an A tier character, bro. I just do because he is the person. Though no one's like literally chasing after Rin until Isagi and Bachira are. I'll change that. Isagi and Bachira are the two that are mainly chasing after Rin, right? But everyone is, in just some way, shape, or form,
I'm
really
sorry, you have
chasing.
balloons go up behind your
Bro,
back.
whatever, bro. I'm sorry, y'all, but uh, everyone is literally chasing after Ren. Ren is number one. He put on the show before they had the individual moments for the second stage. He's number one. Like he's the guy that sets the tone for everybody else. And even though they may not be like literally chasing after him, everyone is super impressed when Isagi is the only one that can go toe to toe with Ren. And so for that, I got at least put him in A tier.
So I was struggling between A and B. One, because like I said, we've seen a lot of the impact prior to, like with Bachira and like with what's my boy's name, Baro, and a couple of other people that are in S and A. We got to see impact early on. For Ren, we didn't really see impact until like the last like maybe 8, 9 episodes. Um, and even with his impact, which again, then I would be a hypocrite because it's not about the amount of people that he impacted, but even the few that he impacted, he had like a great deal of impact for Isagi, which is the main character. Like he legit like shifted
He
the
literally
entire
told him.
space.
He literally told this man, go read a book and look up how eyes work, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Like,
like
you think
he
you're doing a lot,
legit
but you're not doing nothing.
he changed the entire landscape for, but not even that, like he Isagi, Bachira, he changed Bachira a lot when they started. He was the one that was like, bro, get rid of the monster. Like I don't know what you got to do to get to
You
like
over here
stop playing
chasing
with your
somebody
imaginary
else.
friend.
Yeah, this ain't
But
about
like,
somebody else.
yeah,
It's about you.
you
Yeah.
gotta get rid of that. So he's and then again, like number two, number three, like he like, and again, he's like the leader of two and three. Like, yeah,
A
yeah, he
tier.
goes in A. He goes in
Yeah.
A.
I got. Can I put him above ego?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He got to go above ego, bro. He got to. He
I think
got
we're
to.
sleeping on ego. I think we're like he
My,
again.
I don't think we. I look. He in A tier. Ego in A. But I think Ren. I think Ren is
Again,
definitely a
I
bigger
just think
impact.
because again, and you said it yourself. Um, I get that ego's not playing the sport, but he is guiding these cats along.
Yeah, for sure. That's why he in A. Next, we have Big Brother Itoshi Sai. Itoshi
C tier.
Sai. C?
C. What has he done?
Exactly. D. Top of D.
Oh, so no, okay. So let me backtrack. He has done more than just like,
He
dang,
had, but
bro. He has it.
he
I was about
he's done
no,
it
no,
from
no,
the.
no, 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 no,
Go
no,
ahead. Go ahead.
no,
Go ahead.
no, no, no. So let me. So yes, we've seen him make appearances. Yes, we saw him like peep in on Blue Lock and say, "Hey, yo, cancel the plane tickets. I'm gonna be here for a good minute."
Yeah.
But for me, it's that last episode. It's the last episode to where
Where
Ren found
Ego
out.
put up a picture of him and it was like, bro, like I
No, no,
get.
no, 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 no. Yeah, he put up a picture, but what also did Sai do? Dropped
You
everything
mean
and said
Ren?
and did
Yeah.
yeah, no, no, no. Sai, what did Sai do?
Oh yeah.
He said what he would never do, and he said, you know what? I'm finna drop it all, and I'm
I
finna be on this U20 team.
I got you.
Something I said I would never do. That is an impactful moment. I
I
think that
got
is
you.
not
But
a
it
D
hasn't.
tier moment.
But the impact hasn't officially fleshed out yet. Like
But
he hasn't
it doesn't
he
have to
hasn't
flesh out.
but it
And
had like
here's
the impact hasn't officially happened yet. Like we know
but
now
no
it's
no no
going
no
to
no no
impact.
no. The
And the
impact has
only
happened.
person he's impacting is Ren.
But that
But
impact
he's
is
already
pivotal.
but the impact for Ren has already happened. Like it's
No no
already a
no no
thing.
no 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 no
P.
no.
That's
Because
not that's not C
I
tier
get that you're
impact.
saying it's already a thing, but to see Ren's face to be like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think that is a lot more. I think it's very impactful that you said I would never play for this team. I found out what Blue Lock was. Cancel my plans, and not only cancel my plans, but now I'm finna play for this trash ass team that I said I would never play for. And then your brother is right there to catch the impact, and like we know what that's about to be. Even if you don't read the manga, we already know Isagi hit on it. Was like, what's going on with you and your brother? Don't even worry about that. Like it'll be
All right.
handled when
All
I
right.
devour him.
All right, P. I'll give you bottom C. Can we compromise bottom C?
Just as long as you over Kuon.
Bottom C.
You don't think that impactful? You don't think that
No,
was
you're
impactful
right. You
enough?
made some points. I'll give him C. I can give him C. I can give him C. I would have been completely fine with D, but I can give him C because you are right. It's an impact from the shadows as of right now. But it's still an impact. So I can still give him C.
And I get that, but like I said, and we already know this dude is the coldest of the cold. Like
Yeah,
we
he has
have,
to be.
like they
Yeah,
have,
yeah, he
they
has to
have
be.
said. So, okay, cool.
All right, Ryusei Shidou.
I want to give him so high up because I know what's going.
I'm gonna put him top D, and the only reason I'm gonna put him top D is because he ain't done nothing yet, but he the reason Kunigami is gone. He already done swung on Isagi, and he got this man Bachira like, yo, let's go
Hey
outside.
yo, go outside.
Let's
Take
go
this
outside.
outside, bro.
Like, hey, yo, forget all this blue, forget Sakura.
He
We could throw these hands right now.
he legit impacted 3 people in the span of 2 minutes.
Yeah, so I will give him top of D. That's what I could do for him. If you're cool with that, you cool with
Let me
that?
tell you, yeah, I'm good. Just quick
Okay.
plug. Y'all read the manga, please.
If you're open to it, read the manga.
If you're
We
open,
won't.
read the
If you're
manga.
open to it, we ain't trying
And
to be
it's
one of those depressing people.
beautifully
But
drawn.
it's drawn really well. It's drawn really well. So,
Read the manga.
all right. Next, we got my man Dada Silva. He's another one of the top 5 members. So we've said already that we're just gonna put them all here in D. And you know what? I'm gonna just say that. Now I'm gonna put him behind him because he was talking mess. But Dada Silva, he's one of the top 5 members. He will go in D tier. Next, we have number 3,
I can't
Mr.
stand this dude,
Aoshi
man.
Takamitsui. He's number 3. He's the Zenitsu of Blue Lock. He's dude that's
Don't do
cold.
Zenitsu like
He's
that.
cold. What? He's better than
Oh, no,
Zenitsu.
go ahead. No,
He's
stop
better
it.
than
I
Zenitsu.
was finna say, like, go ahead and talk because you was finna say he cold. And I was like, let him cook. Let him cook. I'm gonna let you cook.
He cold like that, but he annoying as heck. But
He annoying.
but the thing about him versus Zenitsu is that his annoyance plays into like his ability.
I don't like that.
Better than Zenitsu's does because Zenitsu can't be annoying and cold at the same time. He has to either be cold or he has to be annoying. He
And
can't.
that's
It
what
don't
I
mesh.
wanted. That's what I wanted this character to be.
So and he has impact. He's played a part with Baro as far as like Baro realizing like Baro thought he was like one of the biggest, strongest dude out there that he could body up anybody, and he found out like, hey yo, this dude is compact and strong as heck.
Yeah, but Baru kind of like got a hold of that.
He
So
got a little bit, but I mean, dude was still on him the entire time. Like there wasn't much. They
oh,
had his one
I'm
moment when he his little zigzag stuff or whatever, but like for the most
oh
part,
I'm interested to where you finna put him at.
I
Oh, this is
I'd put him in C. I'd still put him in
okay.
C. I'd put him in C.
Okay.
He has
Okay.
to
I'm
go in
not mad at that.
CP. I
He has
think
to go
he
and see. I'm not
I
mad.
think he
I'm not
did
mad.
more than number 2 did. In my opinion.
I don't think so.
I won't say not significantly more, but just as much. I'll say just as much. I'll even put him behind him for you. Cool.
I'm fine with that.
All right, C tier. Next, and I know probably people are like, why is she on this list? Do you know who that is? Do you know who that is, P? Her name is Yu Bachira. That's
Oh
Bachira's
yeah, that's
mom.
Bachira's mom. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Bachira's mom. The only reason I wanted to keep her on here is because she did like the whole Bachira backstory. She basically talked an entire episode. And I think she's
And
a
then some. She
phenomenal.
talked an entire episode
Yeah,
and then some.
and then some. I think she's a phenomenal mother. Like, obviously, we saw her being an artist and her having her moments with Bachira. You know, he's like, everyone's telling me I'm weird. She's like, you're not weird. And he's like, I know I'm not weird. They're tripping. But her basically giving us the backstory of Bachira and the monster and like what he needed to do. And she was a good mom. Long story short, she was a good mom. Nothing crazy. I just wanted to give her flowers and her respect. She's got to go in detail because she don't really do much other than tell us the backstory of Bachira.
I don't know. She gave us a hard 23 minutes though.
Yeah, she did. So I just wanted her on the list. That's really it. So I could put her towards the bottom of D, but I liked her.
You put a mid.
Oh shoot! All right, cool.
She did more. She did more than the 5. She did more than the
top
5.
5. She did more than top 5. We'll give her that. Our last character is Zantetsu Tsurugi. Zantetsu Tsurugi. He was basically the third best team member on Nagi and Ryo's team. He's the guy that can never get words right or whatever.
Oh, he's a
And he was,
complete idiot.
yeah, he's completed, but he was the one competing with Chigiri. He's got the acceleration, but his top speed's not as fast as Chigiri, so he was helping Chigiri grow in that battle. In my opinion, he goes D. I think he plays the impact, but outside of that one battle, yeah, I mean, if you said C and gave me a decent argument for it, I wouldn't be mad at it, but I'd put him towards the top of D.
I can't give you a decent argument. I wish I could because I don't want to put him in D.
Yeah,
And I don't want to put him in D only because when I watched it, I did not know who this dude was in the manga, and then I went back and I watched the anime, and I was like, "Oh, you him,"
yeah.
and I was like, "Oh." So I like my own personal feelings is getting away, but if we're talking anime. Yeah, he goes in like lows. My only issue is, bro, we got Kuon sitting in C.
Oh, yeah. I mean, bro, I get it.
Kuon did. I get it. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine. It's
yeah.
fine. Put him in D. That's fine.
All right. All right. So that's our tier list. Let's run through it real quick just to make sure we're good with where everybody's at. I know we already changed Kunigami, but real quick, we got, and I'm about to be butchering these names so I can't read them off right. But S tier, we got Isagi and Bachira. Obviously, we're cool with that. I don't think we have
Yes.
any issues with that. A tier, we got Baro, Nagi, Ren, and Ego. I don't think we got any issues with that. You good, P?
I'm good.
All right. All right.
Ah man, that S tier looking. Ah
I mean, it's
man,
not
you
a
mean to
ton of
tell me
characters. It's not a ton of
those two
characters.
the only two though?
Yeah, the only two. So,
Man, that's why I say I Baru. Woo. Okay.
all right. Cool. B tier, we got Chigiri, Kunigami, and Rio. No arguments there.
Okay. So real quick, does Chigiri really not belong in A?
Bro, he don't. He don't, bro. He's dope. I love Chigiri, but he
I
don't
mean,
belong in
he
A.
has impacted quite a few. I was just thinking about it, like
But not really, bro. Not to the level of the people in A tier, bro. He's not the level of people in A tier. He's just not. He's not.
Nagi.
Bro, yes, Nagi. Bro, what?
We just sat there and talked about how Nagi only really impacted two major people.
But he actually impacted those two many people. Chigiri didn't really impact anybody, bro. He was
He
there with them.
impact
He grew with them and developed with them. He didn't impact
Jubei,
them. Bro, okay, who's not a pivotal character?
Asagi,
He did not impact Isagi. Isagi impacted
Bachira.
him. He did not
Oh
impact
no 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 no
Bachira.
no 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 no! I do believe he impacted Asagi
How?
when they fought. Asagi picked Chigiri for a reason.
Right, because he needs his speed, not because of
Yeah,
an
but then
impact.
they were able to make a chemical react. Like there was,
Okay,
I think,
yeah, I'm with
I
you on
think that
that,
there
but
was,
that
I
doesn't
think there was
mean
enough impact.
P.
I
He's at the
got
top of B. He's number one in B.
I just think he did more than your boy, and that's cool.
I don't.
Like I
I
don't
don't.
think they belong in the same place.
Would it be better if I moved Kunigami to the back of B? Would you feel better that way? Not that I think Rio impacted more people than
No,
Kunigami.
because I was about to say no, I don't because I don't think Rio impacted more people than Kunigami. So I'm not going to sit here and like say that's the case. I just don't think that Chickadee belongs with these two, in my opinion. But I'm not I'm not upset. Like if it stays B, it stays B. Like I'm cool with it. I just be like okay.
So, and I think everyone else. I think we could steadily agree that everyone in C and D belong in C and D. I think Kuon is the only one. Do we want to lower Kuon back to D? Take Kuon off the list. Look, I could
No,
just
we gotta
I
be
could take
fair.
him. I could take him off. I can't take him off. Dang it. But I think
Oh,
everyone
so
else pretty much in C and D is place where they should be. What do you think?
yeah, yeah, no,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So all right, cool. Well, that is our Blue Lock tier list, our Blue Lock character tier list. Again, anime only. I know I maybe might have to do a special manga tier list down the road. I don't know, P, but
Hmm.
the manga is dope. Again, not pressuring nobody. But if you like to pick up a book and read, Blue Lock is
If
one of the
you
things you
want
might need to
to
pick
read.
up. It's just cold, bro. I think everyone should at least watch Blue Lock. I
At
think Blue
least
Lock
watch.
does.
But I will say, even with the manga, because I get that sometimes like those action scenes and even fight scenes in manga be like,
Blue
how's
Lock
it all
Blue
gonna?
Lock still
Blue
does it
Lock
very
does
well.
a great job. Like you don't have to second guess what happened, what could have happened, what might have happened. Like
Yeah,
it's drawn beautifully.
yeah,
If
absolutely.
I would suggest read it.
Absolutely. If you are a fan of Blue Lock anime and you watch or even a manga reader, please let us know down in the comment section what your thoughts were on the tier list. Let us know if we were tripping on some folks. If Chigiri should be an A tier character, if Baro should be an S tier character, if Kuon, you for some reason love Kuon and think he should be a higher up character, or if you agree with us that that man don't belong on the list at all. He
We
don't.
just we just were being fair.
We had to be fair. It is only right to be fair. But appreciate you guys for tuning
Yeah.
in. Appreciate everyone that's here. Again, if you're on YouTube and you're watching, yes, I'm pointing at you again. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe, like the video, leave us a comment down below. If you are listening on whatever listening platform you are listening on, I know I just said listening 3 times. Please make sure you follow the podcast, leave a 5-star rating, and again, comment and let us know your thoughts on the episode. Really appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And with that, we're out. Peace.
Peace.